everyone. Happy Sunday and welcome to week 3 of our grade 9 e-learning business course. Here's what's on tap for this week. Okay, so here's our Brightspace classroom. As always, I post the weekly attendance on the top of our activity feed, and our weekly agenda looks like this week. Okay, when you open this document, it has everything outlined for the week ahead, and we have some different tasks this week than we've done so far. So we're jumping into our first project and one of our first lessons and assignments. So in this video, I'm going to actually take you through both the agenda as well as the assignments and what you need to do to achieve success on the assignments as well. So this video will probably be about 10 minutes. But again, think of it as all of your lessons for the week. Instead of listening to a teacher every day in class, you just have to listen to this one video. It's really important that you listen to the whole thing all the way through, because that's how you'll understand what to do for the assignments that you have to do this week, okay? So this is week 3, September 18th to the 22nd. This week, we have a number of things to consider and a couple of changes from what you are used to. So firstly, for the first 2 weeks of an e-learning course, you have to do an attendance activity every day, and that has to be done on the day that it's assigned. And that's just for our teachers to help organize the classroom and make sure that everyone is where they need to be. So now that we are in week 3, there's actually only one attendance activity that you have to complete for the entire week. So this is really great news, because I know that those attendance activities are kind of annoying. But they're important and they're relevant, obviously, and they're really important because they are what we have in order to mark you as present. So super important that you do the attendance activity. The issue with having one attendance activity for the entire week is that sometimes students do forget. So I would always recommend that you get it done right away so that you know you've done it. And if you don't do it, then you're actually marked absent for the whole week, which I know sounds silly, but it's just the procedure that the e-learning department takes, okay? So our weekly attendance activity is right here. It's in the form of a Google form as well, okay? And it's just going to ask you a couple of questions. So make sure you complete that right away, and that's your attendance activity for the whole week. Okay. So this week, Monday, September 18th, you're actually assigned your first lesson of the course. Now, lessons for this course are in the form of Google Slides, okay? And they'll always be linked into the weekly agenda, and you can also access them under content, okay? I always just prefer to use the weekly agendas because everything is there for you. Now, I strongly urge and recommend that you take notes on the content from the slide decks, because you will have tests and you will have assignments where you have to use the material from the lessons. So I really strongly recommend that you just keep some course notes, whether you're just handwriting some notes or you keep them in a separate Google file, whatever works for you, but I would really recommend that. You do have an exam in this class as well, okay? So for lessons, what you're going to do is you're going to open up the Google slide deck, okay? And then you're just going to go through the slide deck yourselves. I've made the slide decks really informative. There's lots of information in them. And again, it's your responsibility for going through them and for reading the material. And then if you have any questions about the material, just sending me an email, okay? Now, in the slide decks, I will often include videos or articles to read, okay? So again, you're going to go through the slide decks, you're going to understand the material, and then when there's something like a video, as it says, watch me, you're going to click on this and you're going to actually watch the video, okay? And you're going to do the same if there are articles or other links or what have you, okay? So go through the whole slide deck. In the slide deck on slide 14, there is a Google survey concept check. So this is a badge activity, so it's towards grades. And really, this is just an opportunity for me to see whether you're following along properly on the lesson and whether you're understanding the concept. So you've got to open up that Google form and complete that Google form as you're going through the lesson, okay? And all of the answers to these questions can be found in this Google slide deck in the lesson. Okay, so once you go through the lesson, you're going to be talking about Google Trends, and you're going to be asked to explore Google Trends. So this is the link here for Google Trends. If you click on that, it takes you to Google Trends. And you're going to be using this for your assignment. Now, I've linked your assignment into the slide deck. You can also find your assignment right here in the weekly agenda. And it's also available for you in assessments in Dropbox. Again, we know now that all of our assignments are submit through Dropbox. So this is assignment number 2, Google Trends. You're going to complete this assignment and submit it the same way you did the interrupting plagiarism assignment. But of course, it's going to have some different things that you need to do. Okay. So when you open up this assignment, it takes you through the steps for what you need to do. Okay. So you're going to use Google Trends, which is the link that I showed you. It's available in the slide deck. Okay, and you're going to search some terms, some for related and comparable search terms. So this can be really anything. So let's say you're interested in sports. You might do like basketball, baseball, tennis, what have you. Okay, and you're going to be just doing a little bit of a search on the trends for those particular terms. And the results over several years. And then you're going to take screenshots or print screen results. So if you don't know how to do that, Google it. And in your screenshot, make sure that we can see that term that you searched, okay? As well as the graph that's related to that particular trend. And then you're going to paste that into a Google document, okay? Make sure you title it so that I know exactly what it was that you were searching, okay? And then for question 3 in your document, under this image that you've copied and pasted in, you're going to describe what you noticed in the graph. Okay, so again, tell me what the trends are related to the search that you've done, right? And it can be, again, anything, like anything from traveling to food to restaurant use to COVID to anything at all. Okay. All right, and you're going to explain the results for each of these search items individually so that you can compare them. And that's why you want to choose four search terms that are fairly relatable. So something within the same industry or sector. Okay, so this is your Google Trends task assignment. You're going to be completing that. In your weekly agenda, I've assigned it on the Monday, but you also have the Tuesday to complete it as well. So if it were me, I would use my time in class, whether it's, a period in school that you have designated as your e-learning period, and I would complete it on Monday and Tuesday, and I would get it done on Monday and Tuesday of this week because you've got a project coming out at you on Wednesday. Everything is due Monday at 8 a.m. So you do have that flexibility. But again, it's really easy to fall behind in the e-learning classroom. So I really would recommend you follow along on the agenda. Okay, and so that's the Google Trends assignment. Again, you've got the lesson, go through the links, watch the videos, do the Google Trends task. When you're done the assignment, you're going to submit it here in Dropbox. Okay. I'll also draw your attention to course content right here in our in our Brightspace classroom. If you do click on content, you will find that all of your weekly agendas can be found here. So they're for easy access. And if you go into our Unit 1, Social Media and Personal Branding, everything that we're doing here is also located in this section. So there's a couple different places where you can access the course materials. Again, the weekly agendas I find are the easiest because you just go through them every day. And as long as you do that, you're good. So that's the first few days of the week. And then on Wednesday, you have an introductory communications project. So projects are worth about 8 to 10% of the course content overall. Assignments are usually worth about 4%, 4 to 5% by finals. Okay, so you really want to put a lot of effort into your projects. So this is your first project of the course, and it's all about communication in an online forum and giving me an introduction to who you are. Okay, so there's 2 components to this project. Part A is the infographic. So you're going to create a visual demonstration, some sort of graphic demonstration of who you are. Okay, I really recommend a program called Canva. You can use your Halton District School Board email and password to create an account. And they have a lot of really great templates that you can use, including infographic templates. Of course, you want to customize it to you. And I obviously need to see that customization, but the templates are really user-friendly and they're really great tools for business students. So I would recommend you check that out. So on your infographic, you have to include the following. Okay, your name, somewhere I would make it large, a photo of you that best represents you right now, your hobbies, passions, and interests, things that you're working on or things that you find difficult or challenging, a quote that most reflects who you are at this point in your life, and a vision statement. What are your goals for yourself in the future? What motivates you? What inspires you? And what do you want to do to get out of life? Or anything else that represents you. I strongly recommend you use colors and fonts that represents your personality as well. So that's part A. For part B, you're going to create a presentation, and this is where you get to practice your oral communication skills, but in a gentle way in an online classroom. You're going to be creating this through video, just like the one I'm doing right now for you. I want to be able to see you in the video, and I want to be able to hear your voice, okay? Most students will have to do presentations in front of other students in a classroom, but in an e-learning classroom, you have the benefit of where you don't have to do that. It's just for me. So I really want to see your personality. Don't be shy. I don't judge, okay? I recommend that you use a Google add-on. It's called Screencastify. It's a Chrome extension, so you can just sort of use it through your Google Chrome. Again, you can look into that, Google it online, but it's called Screencastify. It's what I'm using right now, okay? So you're going to create a video. And then you're going to, like I said, record it in Screencastify, or you can record it and upload it to a YouTube account and just make it an unlisted account so that nobody else can see it except for me. Okay. This is going to be really brief. I really don't want it to be more than 2 minutes. It can be plus or minus 1 minute, but I really want to see your personality and I want to see that you put effort into it. Okay. I want you to include in your presentation your name, your dream career, 2 accomplishments that you've achieved in your life, big or small, something that you struggle with, and something that you love. Okay, this is my first opportunity to get to know you. So make sure you're not reading off of notes. Use your personality, practice in advance. And again, it's really short, so just 2 minutes. Okay. So then you're going to be, that's the assignment. So you've got the infographic and the video. This is the rubric so you can see how it will be assessed. And you're going to also upload that, to Dropbox. So if you go to assessments and Dropbox, you'll see that there's a Dropbox open for that for your first project, project 1. In that Dropbox, you're going to upload the infographic and you're going to share the link to your screencast or your YouTube video, however, which way you do it. Okay. Okay, so that's our week. Again, when you look at the weekly agenda, you've got this lesson on Google Trends and Searches, the comprehension check, and the assignment. Okay, you're going to do that Monday and Tuesday of this week. I highly recommend you get that in by Tuesday and that you just get it done. Okay, then you've got the project and you have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to work on that. All of this is due Monday at 8 a.m. as always. So that's, Monday, September 18th at 8 a.m. Oh, sorry, that's not right. Monday, September 25th at 8 a.m. However, so next Monday, again, I recommend that you don't leave it until the weekend so that you can enjoy your weekend. You can definitely get this all done if you use your 75-minute per day class periods. If you have any questions or you want to pop into a Google Meet, you want to review what you're working on, just let me know, send me an email. As always, I promise to get back to my e-learning students within 24 hours during the school week. I hope you all have a wonderful week and I will see you online.